Good day. Today, I, Avvinash Thiyagarajan, would like to present my findings on my site visit to Kayu Madang Sanitary Landfill, Sabah. Let us start with a little bit of the topic introduction. What is a sanitary landfill? A sanitary landfill is a method of disposing waste on land without disturbing the environment and public health by the efficient utilization of engineering skills to confine them in the smallest practical area possible before reducing the volume by covering with a layer of earth to ensure the least exposure to air. What is landfill leachate and landfill emission? A mixture of percolated rainwater, water produced by biodegradation of waste, and the inherent water in waste, which contains large amounts of dissolved organic matter, salts, heavy metal, ions, and other organic compounds. Landfill emission includes gases such as methane, carbon dioxide, ammonia, and sulfide produced from waste degradation. Why do we need to monitor and manage solid waste and leachate from landfills? Solid waste and leachate from landfills pose environmental concerns when not properly monitored and managed. The proper monitoring and management of solid waste and leachate from landfills is important to ensure the compliance to the Sustainable Development Goals, such as SDG 13 Climate Action, SDG 14 Life Below Water, and SDG 15 Life on Land. The study area is named Kayu Madang Sanitary Landfill. It is situated in Kota Kinabalu district, Sabah. The landfill commenced operations in 1997. It is the site of disposal for Kota Kinabalu, Tuaran, Penampang, Kota Balut, and Putatan districts of Sabah. The site is operated by Kota Kinabalu City Hall along with a private company named Borneo Waste Industries Sendirian Berhad. In terms of environmental monitoring and assessment, one of the relevant legislations applicable in Kayu Madang Sanitary Landfill is the Environmental Quality, Control of Pollution from Solid Waste Transfer Station and Landfill Regulations 2009. Some of the highlighted sections include Section 6, Landfill Gas Collection and Disposal System, Section 7, Control of Groundwater Pollution, Section 8, Monitoring of Leachate Discharge, and Section 9, Provision of Leachate Treatment System, which strictly states no person shall operate a solid waste transfer station or landfill without a leachate treatment system. The second schedule of this regulation lists acceptable conditions for the discharge of leachate. We can see that it has basic physico-chemical parameters along with specified heavy metals, organic and inorganic chemicals. The figure here shows the flowchart of waste management operations in Kayu Madang Sanitary Landfill. We can see how the steps are either handled by Kota Kinabalu City Hall or Borneo Waste Industries. Now, let us go through each step briefly. Loaded waste collection vehicles enter the facility and the weight of the waste they carry is measured and recorded. The vehicles then proceed to unload all the waste at the dumping site. Workers from Borneo Waste Industries then manually scavenge the waste to recover any valuable waste products. The scavenged waste is then brought down to where the workers manually segregate the valuable waste products according to their type. After being segregated, the recovered valuable waste products are compacted using a waste compactor. The compacted waste is then transported to resource recovery facility where they will be recycled or used to generate new products. We will now look into the leachate management operations in Kayu Madang Sanitary Landfill. This takes place at both the active dump site and at the treatment facility. After an active cell is first dug, a liner is placed below and topped with gravel up to 4 feet. Underground leachate collection pipes are also installed, which will send the leachate to the treatment facility. The figure here shows the flow of leachate through the leachate treatment facility. There are several steps employed to treat the leachate so that it is safe for disposal. Landfill leachate first enters the aeration ponds where oxygen is provided to aid aerobic decomposition. In MBBR tanks, Suspended polymer carriers, which provide a surface for biofilm to grow, are added. The biofilm that grows on the added carriers contains an array of microorganisms that can decompose organic waste in the leachate. The tank is also open and exposed to air to provide oxygen. Leachate is treated with biological floc made up of microorganisms in the ASP tank. Aerators also inject air into the tank to provide air for the microorganisms to use and break down organic matter in the leachate. The biological floc also entraps fine suspended particles and removes them from the leachate. The degassing tank is used to remove dissolved gas in the leachate to help improve suspended solid settling. The bioclarifier tank is used in the settling of suspended solids in the leachate as sludge. The leachate, now clarified, is collected in this tank before the next step. In reaction tanks, chemicals are used to adjust parameters of the leachate so that it is safe to be disposed. Microflotation is used to float tiny suspended particles to the surface where they adhere to microbubbles and are removed. The leachate is passed through a series of activated carbon filters that remove odor, organic matter and other chemicals. The leachate then undergoes ultrafiltration to remove the remaining suspended particles and the treatment process is completed. The treated leachate is stored in the ultrafiltration product tank before being transferred for disposal. The land use activities in Kayu Madang Sanitary Landfill have the potential risk to harm the environment. One of the risks is groundwater pollution. Leachate from the landfill can potentially seep through the ground instead of being collected and may end up polluting groundwater. The second risk is landfill gas emission. Decomposition of waste in the landfill releases gas such as carbon dioxide, methane, ammonia, and hydrogen sulfide. Some of these gases are greenhouse gases and contribute to global warming, while some have foul odor and can affect the health of the landfill workers and people living within a certain radius. Lastly, there is also the risk of soil erosion. Landfills tend to be made by digging and creating slopes. Vegetation is also cleared to make space to dump waste. Without proper precaution, the likelihood of soil erosion increases. Monitoring activities that are carried out in Kayu Madang Sanitary Landfill include the monitoring of treated leachate and landfill gas emissions. The treated leachate is monitored by Department of Environment according to schedule. The treated leachate is sampled and analyzed in laboratory to ensure it is at an acceptable condition based on environmental quality, control of pollution from solid waste transfer station and landfills regulations 2009. Not much information was obtained on the landfill gas monitoring due to lack of time. Monitoring in Kayu Madang Sanitary Landfill is necessary due to a few reasons. The first is due to legislative requirements. Landfill leachate needs to be treated and landfill gas needs to be collected and disposed of according to the environmental quality, control of pollution from solid waste transfer stations and landfills regulations 2009. The second is to reduce impacts of land use activity. The leachate and gas produced by the activities in Kayu Madang Sanitary Landfill are environmentally detrimental in nature and needs to be monitored to ensure that they are not harming the environment. Finally, it is done to improve the quality of human life. This is especially important for the workers and residents living within a near distance from the landfill. Monitoring activities ensure that pollutants from the landfill are not threatening the quality of life of the locals. One of the mitigation measures that I would suggest in this landfill is the reduction of volume of disposed waste. The proposed integrated waste management processing plant will help to reduce the amount of waste disposed at the active landfill. This will help reduce landfill emissions as well as the pollutant content of landfill leachate. Besides that, the design and engineering of the landfill can be improved. The use of tarps, covers and caps as well as design additions such as swales and grading to maximize rainwater runoff can help reduce leachate formation as well as erosion. Finally, maintenance of current pollutant treatment and collection systems. The risk of environmental pollution from landfill pollutants increases when the systems designed to control them are not well maintained. Maintenance of the leachate collection pipes, the leachate treatment facility, and the landfill gas collection equipment need to be regularly conducted. Hence, to conclude, while having leachate treatment and landfill gas collection systems, there is more work to be done on improving Kayu Madang Sanitary Landfill. The future plans of the Integrated Waste Management Processing Plant appear to be a good prospect to help reduce the landfill's environmental degradation impacts. Monitoring activities need to include erosion control due to the risk of landslides affecting local residents nearby. Here are some of the references that I have used in this presentation. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.